Your hair is so messy.
Hmm? Yeah. That's what you do to my hair. You know, just put that thing on my shoulder. Yeah, that's good. I like it. Yes. Yes. Two minutes. I'm gonna start showing. Hey, what's up, Kelly? How are you today? Are you at home now? Oh wait, I forgot this. It's morning to you. Going to work. That chicken grill look delicious. It was, man. Like it was grilled with uh whatever wood we can find there. I'm driving to work right now. Uh, Hello, Daniel. Um, I guess he's new to the channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope you're not stuck in the traffic.
Let me go in the time, Mom.
Okay, cool. Uh, she doesn't like the right side.
Right on.
Because that's her side. Yep, traffic again. I know the drill. So what was new with you besides the doctor telling you to cut on everything? Says pineapple chicken is also very good. Hey, did you try the inasal here at a restaurant? Because
Mang inasal.
the man inasal, I forgot the name of it. You know that the it is it's how they well the, I didn't search it, but we kind of stumbled into it. We were doing I was doing what is it orange chicken, and the way I learned how to do it, it was with uh, uh, orange jam, and then I had this bottle, and then I was just eating it with bread, and then one day we were cooking chicken. And I said, "Oh, screw it, let's use the jam for it." And actually, you know it tasted like that chicken, really sweet, really
You
delicious.
didn't try it.
It is, and yeah, man, you gotta try because it's kind of delicious. It's actually here after Jollibee is one of the. It's my belief that is like the second most popular restaurant chain here. The unknown is back. What's up, friend? So, because you said that you got sick, right? When you came here, you were the doctor told you not to eat any meats. So, what were you eating for 3 weeks? You know the what's it called? Tacos. Uh, what is it? Uh, uh, that has got a pineapple. Uh, the pineapple. It's tacos al pastor. Now I remember. Yeah, I keep forgetting about those tacos al pastor. Those are the ones with pineapple on top, right? I was watching yesterday how they make them because I always, I was curious about it. Just rice 3 times a day and fruit vegetables. Oh man, that was a forced diet. Yeah, I was watching how they made the tacos al pastor, and they the I thought it was just uh, at first I thought it was beef meat, and it's not. It turns out that it's pork meat, and then they marinated with this sauce that is chili, one of those what's it called? I forgot, guajillo or something like that, and then uh, after that they put them in the stick and pineapple. So supposedly the pineapple should be melting like on top of the meats when they're being cooked. And because before they were one of my favorites, and but I never, I only eat them. I never question how they were made. And over here, like a lot of products that I was craving before, I will be making them from scratch. Uh, from the tartar sauce, um, I learned how to make the what's it called? You know that drink?
I
The
said yesterday after work I was grilling fajitas.
oh man, the grilled fajitas. My favorite were the shrimp fajitas. Uh, have you tried those? Because there was this restaurant in Phoenix. I forgot the name of that restaurant, and they made some delicious shrimp fajitas, and and the, I don't know if in Texas um, there's Filibertos, because Filibertos is everywhere, like in Arizona, California, and maybe Texas too. It's a yes, I'll try before, and the, there was this quesadilla. It's called Tierra y Mar. It's got the shrimp, the asada, and what else did they put in there? Uh, and then cheese. Well, it's from the quesadilla, the cheese, but and then it was the way they did it. I liked it because, but I
I
never
said
finished it because it
I
was so
haven't
big.
seen it. I
Uh,
haven't seen them.
I haven't seen those. Oh, okay. Yeah, but it's a chain of restaurants, fast food restaurants, and then over here, from McDonald's, it was it was funny to me the menu here is not like in the U.S. Be careful with the throat so it don't land on your wife's hair again. Let me tell you about what happened yesterday when I was shooting that video that I just posted today. I was gonna make a fun of it but it was hard to do it because I was backing out and I was just looking at the camera and I never noticed that there was some sticks behind it and it crashed into the and then she and her sister and her brother they all reacted because they heard the crash and then they look out and it crashed and then the camera just went crazy and then but the drone was like and then I just flew it straight up because I didn't want to go back uh, but it's one of those small drones. It's not. It's they have the Neo, and I liked it because I never. I'm still learning how to fly it, and when it crashed, it's got that little drone. It's got hovers um, uh, and then it doesn't like they don't break easily because they cover it, and that's the good thing about it. What I like about it. And actually, it was cheap when I bought it. So and then the good thing is nothing happened to it, but they
When we
recommend it
watched
because
this like
it's a good drone for beginners.
a Filipino was marrying an Indian, and then she wants to live it.
What? She wants to live in one.
Luis Capitolfo.
Uh, Also, you want to hear the chismes. Have you ever heard of that show? What's it called? Are you watching your videos? I wish I was there in Philippines.
Oh, you
Oh,
should visit this place also.
well, he's coming in December. He already.
In our place, ba?
You know what
Small
he says,
restaurants.
right, Kali? That you want to come here to Cebu in December if you get a chance. Um, do you know the show? What's it called?
Capitolfo.
Rafi Tulfo. It's it's like what was compared to uh, La Hora en América. I don't know if you remember that show. That people call and they have problems with their partners, but it's about that, but also sometimes they different cases, and it's funny because sometimes it's either Filipinas complaining about foreigners or foreigners complaining about Filipinas that they got scammed. And right now she's watching one of those. Is that
Because I will feel sad to
what?
foreigners that we got scammed.
Well, it is sad, but see, it says yes, we will visit Cebu in December or January, but I will need to rent a hotel or find somewhere to stay. Um, you know, when I came here, I like I told you. Remember, you were asking me about what kind of businesses were here, and that's where I got the idea that those condos are a good opportunity because the condos where we stay when I arrived, a lot of them were.
He was
It,
asking what's the name again of the show.
that's with them was
Rafi,
Rafi
Rafi
Tulfo,
Tofo in
Rafi
action.
Tulfo in action. It's online and it's a TV show here.
YouTube.
It's in YouTube, but it's mostly radio, right? Or
No, YouTube.
TV? Oh, okay. And those condos. It's a nice, it had a nice view, and actually, when you book them, there it was kind of you can find some good deals on them. But they're in Cebu City, uh,
Here in
and
Toledo,
he,
like mostly is apartments, like
yeah,
townhouse.
sadly here in Toledo, there's not that many hotels. There's
There's a hotel but got abandoned.
yeah,
Oh, we should watch it, love.
you wanna go
Look,
there?
look at this.
There's one hotel, but a big one. There's little ones, I think, but I really don't recommend those. If you're gonna stay here in Toledo, there's a lot of what do you call those now? Like the one that is up here.
The
What is that?
Toledo City, the hotel.
We spend the night in the Haunted Hotel. Who's that?
We
When
went
was
it
that?
last year.
1 year ago.
Mm.
There's a hotel that is abandoned now, and there's a guy, a Filipino, who filmed from the. He supposedly is haunted. This is what she's
Well,
showing
it's
me the
only
video.
one kid, man.
And it's abandoned, but it's not totally abandoned because the
They use
city,
the first.
yeah, the city is using the first floor, and it's how many floors? Like
Yeah, this is
four,
so
five?
tall,
It's
and
like
it was so big.
it's like four. It's a four-story hotel,
It's
and
not
it's kind of big.
5 floor.
It's four or five. I'm not so sure how many. And then they since then she says it's haunted, and it is abandoned, but it's right in the like kind of center of the city, which is funny. How can a building so in the center of the city be so haunted? I already experienced staying in province with no water. I had to shower outside and pump water from the well.
Here we have faucet, man.
Let me tell you something about the nice thing about this province, because I did read about that. The like in a lot of provinces, first of all, the blackouts, and I'm so lucky here because they're very rare. You know, like here, like once a month or so. It's not like every day or every week. No, it's very rare, and it's usually because there's a storm or like that, but
Mm.
not because the something out of nowhere. No, they don't happen here. And water, we always have water. Like there's always running water, and the pressure is always good here.
Yeah.
Like where we are, there's no trouble with that. The internet um, uh, from cell
Well.
phone is good, and the one that but that's because we're kind of far from the main lines, and
Mm-hmm.
they had to run the and it's kind of it was
But if we get
fleeky
the main,
in
we don't have traffic.
yeah and but yeah still like a little bit
Still good.
stable it's so I'm not so bad here where I am and
And if you use
but
data
I
also,
heard
like the signal is very
yeah
fine.
the data on the cell phones is good ever I've used it and yeah I don't we don't have any here and all the way from Cebu City, right? Like this province, that is very well,
No, there's a part in when you go to Cebu that there's really no signal.
but it's just like in the middle of the mountains. It's not it's, because some people complain on the cities, and then like, but not here. Even when we went to the that last visit the farm where we go,
Mm-hmm.
it's a little bit far from here and it's like in the middle of nowhere and we still like we have done lives from there and the signal is good like, and here it just is a small city but it's totally like not so bad as other from what I heard other places so and I don't know why is this here only the that I don't have any trouble with that. But yeah, that Toledo, um, the only because I tried searching for hotel rooms before when I was coming here and I couldn't find any except for that hotel is still appears but it's out of it's out of service. You know, it's abandoned, and there's a lot of what do you call it? No,
Apartments.
no, not apartments. Yeah, there's apartments that you can rent everywhere here, but they're not online. You're not gonna find them online. You gotta come here and talk to the people, and if you wanna stay for like let's say 1 month, yeah, I think you can find that. Or the other option is stay in those what is resorts. There's a lot of resorts. You know,
Yeah,
everywhere there's
very
resorts.
good. The Acapulco was
They
nice.
have we have one here. What's it called? Like the one here?
Acapulco,
No, the one here.
the Estrella del Mar.
Oh, Estrella del Mar. That's the closest to us right here, and it's
Mhm.
really nice. I haven't not visited yet, but they say it's really nice. And
Mostly foreigners was living there.
yeah, the rich foreigners.
Yeah.
I'm not a rich foreigner.
Yeah, and also in Acapulco.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I see the because Acapulco is right by the highway, and
Even
yeah,
the Estrella there. And there is one also,
more
Ocean Breeze.
Ocean
Yeah,
Arizona.
mostly foreigners also.
There's a bunch of here those
Yeah,
resorts,
very
and
good.
they look nice. You know, I don't know the rates, but you know,
If you go there, it will be only for 2 or 3
for
days.
2 3 days.
That's fine.
Yeah, you know, Cebu City, where the airport is, to here, it's
Far.
depending what you drive. Like if because I love taking the bus, being cheap, and because she also likes that. We go back and forth in like 1 hour and a
Yeah.
half, 2 hours,
And it's only for 200.
and it's cheap to get here. And you know, it's in 2 hours from Cebu City to here. You're already here, and the airport is right there too. So it's you know very convenient to go here. Like, but it's not so far, and yeah, like in 3 days, and actually you could probably travel the whole island in those 3 days. Um, the but whatever if you want to rent a car or rent a motorcycle, it's gonna have to be in Cebu City because same thing here. They don't have cars for rental.
No,
There's
there
some
is.
there, but they're personal. Like you know, only Facebook you can find them, but not a rental place. There's no. I haven't seen a
There
rental.
is.
Where?
You can see it like when you search on Facebook. There is.
Here,
Yeah,
Toledo.
yeah.
I haven't.
There's a
The time
LANIE.
remember time we were looking for one and what
It will be nice
is
to
it?
meet you all.
Oh, yes. Yeah, man. If you, well, yeah, maybe I will still be here in December. I cannot. Like we were checking the process on and it's gonna be another time to struggle gathering documents and processes.
He likes riding tricycles.
You like? Let me tell you about tricycle. You see him in my video, but you know, for a lot of foreigners, the problem is that they don't fit in a
Mm-hmm.
tricycle. And I would think anybody from uh, a stall from 5'10" and above, yeah, you're gonna have trouble riding a tricycle. But if you're below 5'10", you'll be fine as long as you're not so overweight because you're gonna take two spaces.
Mm-hmm.
I was struggling at first, you know. When I tried it, yeah, I struggled. She will have to help me sometimes, push me in. But now I like, since I lost weight, it's easy for me to go inside and come out. Yeah, sometimes like today, like we went to the city. Even her, she hit her head inside the tricycle.
My first time I asked the guy, are you sure I beat that?
You know, I made a video about those tricycles, one or two already, and you know, I like riding them because it's it, oh see he's 5'10", like, you know, we're probably around the same height, and uh, I was at first I was struggling to get inside, and you know the height in some of them, yeah, you don't fit, like you gotta go like that, and but like for most of them, yeah, you're fine. He had so much fun. And
It's adventurous.
yeah, and you know, I was comparing the other day. I was telling my mom and my brother, you guys, over here, I feel so safe riding like here in Toledo. Those tricycles, they ride, let me guess, like around 10 to 15 miles per hour the most, which is, you know, not so fast. And I feel so safe with those guys. Like, they are really good at driving. And yeah, here and there, one guy will push but they don't go too fast anyway. And, you know, compared to the way people drive in the U.S., it's you know, it's much safer here. I will tell you something, but don't tell anyone. Man, you're gonna tell me, but you know we're live. It's gonna stay here, so I don't know if you wanna confess your sins here right now. Well, as long as your girlfriend, if it's about your girlfriend and she doesn't watch the show, this channel, you might be fine. So what happened with the guy? No, what happened with the guy with the Indian
I
guy?
didn't watch it all.
Oh, I thought you were watching. You were done watching it. It says in the province we didn't have toilet paper, only bucket. Uh, um, you know that that was the first thing I was practicing since I was in the U.S. That's it. Because I knew about that even before I came here. You know, there's no toilets. You only have those little buckets, the towels, that's what they call them. So you need to learn how to do that, especially if you're gonna stay here for a long time. You cannot um, uh, you keep buying paper, toilet paper, and just adapt.
It's a waste of money.
See, it's a waste of money. So I don't know, man. If you already tried it,
Just use tablet.
yeah, just get used to it. And you know, now for me, I do that. You know, I learned it. It's not a big deal.
And else, if
What
you
is
use
that?
water, washing your
Uh, Let,
BTT,
let me tell you another
it's
thing.
more clean than
That's
using
what the
tissue.
that's what the her that was her argument
I mean, tissue like
when she
toilet
told
paper.
me about that. You know, it's more clean, and you know, I do think so too. I feel is much cleaner. So now I do agree, but
It's much cleaner when you use water.
I, I, I change, I adapt to the, and I was doing it since I was in the U.S. for because I knew I was gonna have to go through it here. It was different for me, but it was better. And are you still doing it now that you're in the U.S. or you just went back to the toilet paper? I really like. I didn't know, so I was so confused. He went back to the toilet paper. I don't know, man. I if I have to go back to Mexico or the U.S., I think I will stick with with the bucket. It's I, I keep thinking about it, like all the things I've changed, the adaptations that I made here, and I'm thinking I'm gonna, uh, and even she notices that I'm doing some little things different now than when I arrived. Between that and, for example, let me tell you something, and I learned this from her family, and she has, now you're becoming Filipino. I'm not totally Filipino yet, but you know, uh, the recycle it's not recycling, it's reusable, like the bottles of, from sodas to, uh, empty cans, wherever they find another use for it here. And I've been doing that too, like, for me, like, look at, where's my water? Oh, it's in the fridge here. uh, I keep my bottles of, when I buy Gatorade or soda or water, I bring them back and then I use them to refill water. I put them in the fridge to keep them cold, and I will not throw them away. I reuse them, and little things like that. Like I learned to do it here. Like I'm getting rid of the American mentality of just use it, throw it away, and not find another use for it. Same thing. Oh, another thing that here I like here is the, uh, it says I didn't like staying in the city. Had more fun in the province.
That's
That's
true. It's more
I
fun in the
that's what I
province.
told her, that because when we went to Cebu City, she was asking me, "Do you like it here?" No, I don't like it here. I not because I don't like Cebu City, it's because I don't like big cities in total, like anywhere. Like I wouldn't like living in Mexico City. Too crowded. Same thing to Manila. Like how crowded that city is, and over here is, less people everywhere, and then the traffic. You don't suffer the traffic jams, and everything's much easier. Yeah, you suffer, with not having everything, available, like, but still, like you adapt, and you find you see the pluses of being like that. And they say if I move to Philippines, I will be in the province, but I need land. um,
There's so many chickens here.
One thing, to you, if it's that's your plan, look at it, and I would suggest live near it first before you decide buying any land, because you will find, uh, uh,
Oh,
whatever,
it's so perfect in this year now.
a little camping
There's no
and the outdoors.
electricity.
Oh, speaking of that, we're gonna be camping there at the farm this weekend. I don't know, maybe
Mm-hmm.
Saturday or Sunday. We're still thinking about which day is good because we're gonna.
Go camping.
It's a story of her grandpa because her grandpa is the one taking care of the chickens there at that farm, and he told us a story recently. Something that happened to him that there's this black bird, but he says it's not a bird. It's like a monster that it appeared to him already twice in the middle of the night.
It's so very
And
early.
he says he's pretty big. He was so scared that he went the next last week. He went to the city and bought this really long knife. He was showing it off to me like, I'm gonna kill that bird if he comes back. And and we're gonna have fun there, even if we don't see anything. But we wanna go camping there, and probably gonna be doing live all night long there, because I tell you we had good connection there. So it's post some videos of Royal camping. Yeah, and another place here that is so beautiful, man. That place. So when we and yeah, we already posted.
Mount
We
Tagaytay.
it's called Mount.
Here in my channel.
No, no, it's in
It's in my channel.
is it in channel? No, I thought we posted in my channel.
No, you didn't post.
Well, we went there when when I arrived recently. Like I had like 1 or 2 weeks. No, it was close to 1 month, and I still wasn't good at uh, flying the drone. And I flew it there. It's the top of a mountain, and we didn't know how to arrive there, and it was kind of a hassle. But we made it, even if we were tired. But the problem was that we didn't plan to stay there. We only went in the afternoon,
Because we don't have
and
time.
then we stayed like for 2 3 hours, and then we didn't have a camping tent. But then we noticed that some people were camping up there, and it was so beautiful, man. It's so wonderful there.
You
And
can see
and,
it in
and
the
then
video
we
right
and
there.
actually we're talking about it today. Like we should go back and camp. And I was I order a camping tent, and now we do. And actually, you see it in my video there that we have not gone up there again. And yeah, we were talking. Oh, we should go
It's so
camp up
far.
there. It's a little bit far from here. It was closer to
But
us
still
at the
far from Toledo.
apartment, but not so far from Toledo. And but yeah, it's so nice up there, man. Since the moment you're going up, you see this lake. Actually, I wanted to explore that lake.
Then like
Yeah, because
you
the
shake
those
heart.
that the
It's a
whole
heart shape.
area, man, it's so beautiful. And we were traveling in a tricycle, and then tricycle just left us.
Wait. He waited on us.
Uh, that's another thing about that guy. If he ever sees this video, I wanna thank him because I thought he was gonna drop us off and just leave, but we didn't have. There's no way. Most people that go there, they take their motorcycles, or I don't know. She was telling me
They were taking their
there's a
vans.
jeepney that takes you there.
Mm-hmm.
We saw this like group of people that went in a van all the way up there and made it
Mm-hmm.
because the tricycle could only take us so far. It wouldn't go all the way up. And the guy was a tricycle driver, and you know, and he stayed there, and it was how many, like 8 of us or more than that. And the guy waited for us all the time. And I thought that, oh, why is he gonna wait for us? He's got work to do, and no, he's gonna leave us. But we said, oh, we'll figure out something once we come down. But no, he was there waiting for us. The guy did wait for us, and then he took us back, and we were so tired because going up and the heat, the humidity, and hiking up is so tough. And once up there, it was so good. It was worth it. It was worth the effort. And like I said, next time we gotta plan it better. Going with a tent to stay there overnight, and find a better way to get up there because in walking is tiring. Walking up there is not the best solution. There's people who go there, but they live there, and so they're used to that. Not us. Like we were tired. Um, heck, this thing is gonna be watching our live from the. Well, what I was telling her. Uh, I hope because I might fall asleep and just leave the live on, and if you guys hear snoring, that's gonna be me in the tent. I hope I don't scare some people like, oh, that's a bear, but there's no bears here. And yeah, I mean, there's a lot of places here that I have not visited, and they're pretty nice. Maybe by the time you get here, I probably will know more and know where to take you if you ever make it here in December all the way over here. Even for 3 days, it is nice. And as far as accommodations, if you don't want to get a place, we can find you some place here.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see the Lewis online? I don't know if he's there or not. He's not kind like a cat. Um, so are you not at work, man, or are you still stuck in traffic? It says if you have extra room, I can pay you rent for a few days. That is not a problem. Well, let me ask you something. Man. Are you ready to uh, to struggle with the table and riding tricycles because here yeah, the only way you can come up here is with tricycle. Cars, yeah, I think if you rent a car, yeah, you'll make it over here. But there's a road right now being constructed here next to this house.
It's
But
perfect if you will
but
buy a
but
land here and make some business.
but the life here is so nice. Like I love these places.
Simple, happy.
For me, I've been very blessed to have arrived here, and you know, I personally, I do want to retire here, and even her family keep telling me, um, like where the chickens are. Like her grandpa is telling me, "Come on, Juan, just live here. Don't worry about uh, anything." And I says, "Well, it is nice, but the only problem right now is I don't have enough money to construct a house or but my um, my goal right now is to be able to go to Mexico and come back, but uh, I don't wanna go alone, and she doesn't wanna let me go alone. And so, like I told you, the visa is the one that we're gonna start working soon on that, so we can try and visit Mexico, and also I wanna go see my parents, and then who knows, maybe 1 2 years, whoever. But I know it's gonna take a little bit longer than this, and so it's a process, and yeah, I might still be here in December, so you know we'll be uh, letting you know. This is, I just got here. I start at 8 a.m. I already went up a mountain in motorcycle. Also, it's okay if I ride
Oh,
tricycles. Is
I
more
would like to
fun.
tell you about my husband driving a motorcycle.
You know, here.
You will get anxiety. My anxiety came back because of how you drive motorcycle. He thought that a motorcycle was a car, and he told me that, oh,
Mm.
I'm gonna hit the dog. Okay, once you hit the dog, we're gonna die.
No, I didn't say not on purpose. I said because that's a problem here when you ride motorcycles. Dogs will get in front of you. Tricycles, whatever. And sometimes
They
they
don't
looks
listen.
like they they're doing it on purpose. To like the dog is like hit me, hit me. They stay in the
Yeah.
middle of the road, and then he was asking, "Don't hit the dog." Well, if it comes my way, I'm
We
gonna
hit the
have.
dog, but we will die. Oh.
And I was just joking. I wasn't gonna hit a dog.
He
No.
was riding motorcycle. Shoot.
Well, here's the issue, and like I told her, I never uh, I never driven a motorcycle before. This this is my first times that I. If you watch my videos, it's like I'm still learning how to ride motorcycles. And I understand because it's different than, and especially traffic the traffic laws here, they're much different than in the US, and I
What
understand
do you
it. I
mean
understand.
traffic? There's no traffic here in
I said
Toledo.
traffic laws, like the way, like for example, when you're on a motorcycle over there, you gotta wait like a car. You gotta wait to make a turn. It doesn't matter if it's left or right. Here, what they do is they go almost in the other way, and then they turn on the first corner. They don't do like the whole turn. So, you know, and it's in the way the traffic here is. Yeah, it's understandable that it's more difficult for me because first of all, I never driven a motorcycle. I like I told her, I treat the motorcycle like a bicycle because when I was a kid, and that's the last time I drove a bicycle. It's, I didn't ride. I was riding in the back. The guy was struggling. He was. I was in the Philippines to drive crazy like in Mexico. Um, you know that maybe in the cities, because over here nobody, very rare you will see somebody driving crazy, and it's usually young kids, young men
Only
that they,
teenagers
the
will
teenagers,
ride
yeah,
crazy.
but old people
They're
and
so
older
careful.
adults, uh, they're very, how can I say it, polite and respectful and conscious because, you know, I see it. I see it here. Well, I don't know if it's everywhere, but here, like where
That's why our city called the joyful city.
they're very
Sana
polite. Let me
all.
tell you, because sometimes they will be like this, and the guy is like, "No, you go first. No, you go first." And then, but they got this like communication skill, like with the eyesight. I seen them. Like you go, no, you go like that.
He said his wife was recording
Where was
him because they thought he's gonna fall.
This my was recording because I thought I was going to fall. Oh man, she was doing the same thing the first times I was doing it, but not because she was hoping I would fall or thinking I was gonna fall, but she was gonna say, I'm gonna show it to your mom because my family, my dad is scared of us since I was a teenager and I was driving cars. He will tell us, don't ever drive a motorcycle, don't ever, because they're dangerous, they're dangerous. And he put that fear in us to never ride motorcycles. And my whole life, I always drove cars. Since I was in Mexico, my dad was a taxi cab driver, and he would let me drive him and my uncle that were always. And so I learned how to drive cars since I was a kid. And when I got to US, the same thing. I started
The same
driving
thing to
cars.
me. 13 years old, I know how to drive motorcycle.
And here, it's motorcycles. You can say one of the most essential forms of transportation. So people live around motorcycles, and I've seen it. I've seen little kids like they look 11, 12 years old on motorcycles and very same thing, very careful. That they're very. I see them that they're carrying their little brothers in the back and they're riding the motorcycle, but very slow. They're not like crazy going.
My friend
Just,
died on a motorcycle, so I don't like them, but I have no choice in Philippines. You have choice, but it's so expensive to rent a car, right?
uh,
But
it,
you
it's
have money, you can do that.
it is, but it depends how long you're gonna stay. Like for
Well,
me,
in Cebu, I really don't recommend this
yeah, like
motorcycles
you
because they
know,
drive too fast, right?
well, now you tell me when you made me ride motorcycles.
Because like when you were sitting like riding like how girls ride,
Hmm.
because you're wearing dress, you're wearing skirt like that,
Hmm.
and they drive too fast. You're gonna get scared because you're gonna hold them just one hand.
And then why you letting me ride a motorcycle and not a taxi cab? When I tell you let's ride a taxi cab, you don't want to ride a taxi cab. No, I feel better in a motorcycle.
Because I want the fresh air. Look at that. Go up the
Go
mountain.
to
You can take
mountain, you can
the
take.
car. We only can go up the motorcycles. Ooh.
Um,
So my wife lives in.
oh, she was asking me when we went there to that mountain. Do you think you can ride a car up there? Yes, it's, because a band made it. If that band made it with, it was full of people and made
Yeah.
it all the way up there. And it says, if that band made it, I can make it. It says, with a little car, yes, with a little car I can make it up there. Because, yeah, it's a little bit ugly, but for a car, it fits. It exactly fits. And if, the band is long and then it's heavy and it's wide and he made it up there. And he says, obviously, I can make it with a little car. And me feeling like a professional, obviously, I can make a car go up there. He says, that wouldn't be such a problem. The only problem that I don't want to get in trouble here, not having a driver's license. So I'm waiting, and that's another plan of mine. But I think you need to be like 6 months, 6 months, no, 6 months to apply for a driver's license. So that's what I'm waiting for to and get my driver's license so I can finally in the United States. If we have to stay longer or whatever, I'll buy a car because I, even she wanted to get one of those open tricycles, but still, I don't feel. Yeah, even now she made me scared of riding. I mean, me driving a motorcycle. Uh, but it's just because of little incidents that happen here and there. But yeah, but still, like personally too, I don't like driving motorcycles. Yeah, we have uh, uh, reading with guys who take us places, but not me driving on the, especially on the highway or the city. No, I don't. I ride in here, like, but there's no traffic, and like I told you, that road is so wide, like it's a big highway, and there's plenty of space, and so for me, and that's the only place that she trusts me to get with me on a motorcycle. This is the mountain we went to. It had a bridge that only motorcycles can get on. It was so strange. Um, and yeah, like, you you see that in a lot of places. Because the other time we also went to visit one of her uncles, and we took a tricycle. The tricycle left us in by the highway, and her dad took the motorcycle over there. And same thing, we had he had to leave the motorcycle on the road, and her uncle was leaving. I don't know how long did we have to walk, like 50 minutes, 20 minutes,
20.
like 20 minutes. We walked from there all the way up there.
But that was
And
my uncle's wife place.
but they don't live there.
Really,
Yeah, so
because of
where
my
your uncle lives there
grandmother.
then. But it's you know I think him lives more uh, away from the the people. He's more lost in the province than us here, because I I was I was even wondering how he built his house up there, because it's like in the almost top of a mountain, and there's only one little trail to get up there, uh, and it's amazing how some people live there, but at the same time, I envy them, because at night I can only imagine there's nothing. Uh, the, the nearest neighbor is so far, and it's so peaceful and quiet there, and you're surrounded by nature. Pretty nice, and you know the, it's it's little places like that that I love visiting here. And you will like I told you, I've been here for 4 months. I still not even in the city. I have not. It looks small, but at the same time, I don't know everything. I still there's little restaurants, little places, little streets. I don't know. Even though you can say it's like almost just three streets, main streets, but still, there's so many hidden little things here and there that, and every time that I wake up, that I'm always looking around, like to check and what else is there. Are you already at work, or what time is it?
Good thing that in Toledo is
Well,
not like this.
where is that at?
Cebu.
Oh, well,
Remember
that
when we were riding a bus going there? It's not a heavy rain, but it's already
well, that I would like some videos. Manila's the same.
Manila.
Yeah. Uh, Remember the old guy that I used to watch? Uh, One time he showed a video where he went on vacation with his wife, and then they arrived, and the city was a total chaos because it was raining so bad, and the streets were flooded. And then the hotel where he was staying, you know what they did to, because he needed to take another. They arrived in Manila. They stayed there, and because he lives over here in Dumaguete, and he had to stay in a hotel, and so the guys wouldn't, so they wouldn't miss the flight. And the next morning, the hotel staff, they put him in these little like boats, with his luggage, and there were like the guys from the hotel that were walking and with the water all the way up here, and they, they were taking him to the van that it was parked a few streets down, and yeah, but Manila it's also the same. Like when it rains, there's areas where the water just goes so high, and I think usually during rainy season then it gets like that. And you know that here, uh, I think it's because of the terrain, but not just the terrain. It's also the type of because I was telling my mom too about that. Like she was asking me, "Do you get flooded over there?" Uh, Here, it, I have experienced. Well, not it's not rainy season yet, but there's been days where it rains a lot, and you know you go out and yeah, you see puddles here and there, but you don't see it like I don't know what it is. If it's just because of the terrain or something that the water will flow away from most of these areas, and you can still walk. Yeah, you cannot use that road, the one that is the construction, because yeah, it gets muddy. But still, like you know, you can use motorcycle to because there's two ways to get here, and you can use the other way, and it will be fine. You can use a motorcycle going that way. And here, flooding is not like in other places. And the but yeah, the rains. It's in all Philippines. Like you know, uh, I told her that I'm thinking to delete the weather application from my phone because her uncle was making fun of me when I arrived because we made a plan to go to the beach, and then I was checking the weather and I told him, "Oh, he says that we're planning for Saturday." I told him, "Oh no, let's leave it for Sunday because Saturday is gonna rain." And he was laughing like, "Are you sure?" Okay, you're if you're so sure, let's leave it for Sunday. Then, and I told them, yeah, it looks like Sunday is gonna. It shows just a little bit of rain. He says here, and because you know in Phoenix, it, I think Phoenix is got the easiest yard for any weatherman over there because it's always dry and then sunny, and when you see rain, you believe him, and that's what happened to me. Like in Phoenix, I always believe the Weather Channel or the weatherman. He will tell you exactly to the minute what's gonna happen. But over here, and then it turns out that that Saturday it rained, but very little. Like I was expecting heavy rain, nothing. Then it happened Sunday, and Sunday it rained more than the Saturday that I was talking about. So I felt bad that we went on a Sunday.
Says, can you believe? I'm sorry the other day we didn't have a plan.
Ready? What
And
is
what is
it?
your PayPal again?
Uh, do you know that the
I think you can use mine.
are you sure?
Yeah.
I'm having problems with my PayPal, but she opened a new one. Look, why don't you give it to him in uh, go log in with your other account and post it there as a text so you can see it. She's gonna post it right now in one message in one of the other accounts that we have, and that's her account because mine supposedly I had it, but it's not working or something. I tried to check it and it's not. Uh, and it's because mine I is confused with my location and doesn't want to tie it with the bank account. This is I'm always checking the weather app I'll send
Okay,
you
let
my
me send
couplet.
it.
Oh
Okay.
man, thank you so much. Yeah, I she's gonna post the PayPal right now, and you know the uh, I after that, and then day after day, I kept checking the app, and even you know how Google sends you those messages. Oh, it's gonna be like this. It's gonna be like that. Oh man, here like I'm gonna say 95% of the time is wrong. And she makes fun of me like, really? Is it gonna rain? It says that it's gonna rain.
Yes.
It's never gonna rain.
Good.
Yeah. Uh, right now she just posts her PayPal
Text.
right now. Uh, let's hope she gets it. But yeah, man, I don't trust the weather app here, especially here. It's not.
It's not true.
It's not. It
When
says
it's when it's say
it
that it's
says it's
raining,
gonna
but it's not
rain. It
even
never
raining.
rains. Like today, it didn't say it was gonna be fine, and it rained. It was raining earlier. Right now, it's just cloudy and it's crazy. No, I don't believe it. It's better, you know, if you want to know if it's gonna rain, just go out. That's what I do now. I go outside when like for the day we're gonna get married. I said, let me check the weather. I went outside and I got up there and like look around. Oh, it looks fine. I don't think it's gonna rain. It didn't. It didn't. We didn't. It didn't rain our day. Uh, yeah, she's got the app, so if it shows up, it should show up right away. Um, Well, yeah, but like you know, I don't. That's the only thing I change. Believe in the weather apps here. All right, man. Take your time. Uh, is Leo still there? No. Okay, already went to sleep. Right? He did say hi. Who's that?
And then the snake.
What?
I don't know what it is.
Why?
It's the
Why are you scared
most
of?
snake.
Yeah.
I really hate it. That's the animal that I really hate.
But how come your dad said that they? Oh, your grandpa, right? They catch snakes at the river or where? Because
In the farm, and then they eat it.
over there.
Because that time it was so like it's
Water?
not clean. There's so many grass.
Oh, is that why your dad were
And then my
cleaning it?
uncle's chicken, the
Uh,
snake was eating it.
oh yeah, I remember your uncle told me that story. But is so that place right there, there's some snakes, but they
Yeah,
don't. But they're not venomous, right? Or are they?
they're not.
Yeah, that's what I read. That most of the snakes here, they're not venomous. No, you should see Arizona or Texas. They have some of the most venomous snakes. Did I ever tell you what happened to my brother?
No.
He almost got beaten by a rattlesnake. Yeah, he back in those times he was working doing landscaping. He was working with a friend of from the soccer team, and he, like me, loved using earphones at work. So he was working with the earphones, and uh, he was cleaning up some trash, putting them in the basket, and then he was near one bush, and my friend saw the snake, and then he saw it, and then he was yelling at my brother, Victor, Victor, get over here, and he didn't listen, like he was with his earphone, and then uh, my friend said that it wasn't until the rattlesnake passed right by him that he saw it. That's when he jumped, like, oh my. And then he just looked around, and then my friends, you keep telling you that there's a rattlesnake in your feet, and you know,
No, it's not. It's not murder.
is your name? No.
The one
It's
that Melanie.
it is the name is Melanie.
Maybe if you send it to me. I thought my look at this. I thought my right
or
here.
or the other way is let me, or do you have to send to Gcash? Because she's got Gcash too. I don't have. I what happened to my account?
I don't do Gcash.
Exactly. I don't have Gcash, but you said I'm gonna get you Gcash account. I don't use it like every time that we try to pay something, we Gcash we use her account.
I tap it here.
Let me see it. I cannot see. Yeah, I think it's because of this that it still keeps telling you you need one more. We need to give them
He
the.
said you try again. Then
Yeah,
say
see, it's still you're missing one step.
but it's fine, huh? Once you
Because
go like this, that's
that,
fine.
well,
See?
yeah, you should hold it, and then once it should be fine. But who knows if the PayPal will do until you have that number. Why don't you go with your go look for it? Find you.
Yeah,
It has both of you. Yeah, it's that one.
this one or this one?
What is that?
The currencies.
Well, that's when you want to make a payment or something. Cause it's
Let me check this.
yeah, cause when you want to make payments, they ask you you're gonna pay with Filipino pesos or dollars.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Well, what is that?
Bye.
I thought you didn't have it. You downloaded it? Don't try too many times because it's gonna block. Um, wait, what? Let me. I thought. Let me see. Go with come here.
Well, this is not my bank.
Oh, that's not it. I thought it was your bank
This
account.
one.
Yeah, I forgot this PNB.
This one for me.
Is that?
My cousin from Cebu.
Oh, we'll have to go there.
Okay na. Okay na.
Sure, we're gonna need to if we're gonna need to do those to your passport, your birth certificate, and what else did they ask for? And they it's translated to Spanish.
Spanish. Everything.
So now we do need to do everything backwards.
Yeah. Just like how you do it in the
You know, You're gonna be the one struggling.
What is it?
What's that?
General Pimaco?
Uh-huh. Hey, what happened with the guy that was gonna come check the freaking? But did they already got the part or not yet?
Yeah.
They got it.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, because mom wasn't asking.
Mm. But yeah, when is the party with your uncle?
So,
Huh?
wait ba?
Mm. Did we get any new subscriptions?
Hmm?
Did we get any new subscriptions in the channel?
My cousin, they're gonna do camping in Mount nighttime.
When?
I don't know when.
Which ones?
I was asking if I can check now.
Can you check them? Check them.
Yeah,
Uh,
I did receive.
you get it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, we got it.
He said
All
the
right,
Thursday.
thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
Sana all.
So, but they still need to um, connect it to your bank, so it appears in your bank.
It really appears in my debit
Did it?
now.
Oh, it did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I guess we don't need to give the account. Oh, okay. Is it, oh, he's gonna send the rest of it now. He only was trying to check if it worked.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, thank you so much, man. We appreciate it.
Oh, we're gonna buy rice tomorrow. Rice is life.
That's what her grandpa always says. He says, one, rice is life. Yeah. So who's going?
The husband of his friend. Her friend. They
Which one?
wanna visit over there, and I was standing there.
Hmm.
Wait, you should ride a motorcycle, go there, so you won't die walking right there.
Oh,
Because me, I really
we
feel dying already.
because
Walking in that mountain,
well,
very tall.
who was there before
Hmm?
from all of them?
Hmm?
Nobody. That was the first time they ever went up there with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why nobody knew, not even the way, right? Nobody knew how to get up there. Okay, check now. Check it.
Yeah. Oh shoot, it's almost 6
Thank you so much, man. We appreciate it.
Thank, thank you. We're gonna buy rice tomorrow. Thank you so much.
And we're really thankful for your help. You know, like I told you, we're gonna need to um, work on her visa, and my plan is you know go to Mexico, and she needs to come with me.
Yeah, because
Mm.
I'm gonna.
She was telling me today, please don't go without me.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
man. Thank you so much, and I hopefully, and but I think I will still be here in December if you come here.
Oh, sige, Christian. That's why.
And we that's some of our plans to go there and come back, and you know, hopefully we can. Um, my dream, my parents, it, they want to go back to Guanajuato. They're old now, and they have not been there since 2000. They went there, but for maybe circumstances, they went back to the U.S. I was already in the U.S. and they went back to the U.S. and they have not gone back since then. But back then, my sisters, my little brother was still young, and but now that they're all grown up and they have their own lives and wives, and now they think like maybe with everything that is happening in the U.S. like we were gonna go back to Leon, but at the same time they feel stuck to being in the U.S. because my siblings are still there. And, but like I tell them, like we could be also happy in Mexico, and that's what actually that's my plan. Like they know her, and she wants to meet them in person, and we're gonna like right now. That's my plan to get her visa so she can come with me to see my parents.
And now we're gonna do backwards again. I'm gonna be the one who needs a translation in my documents. It must be Spanish, all of it.
When I came here, that was my biggest struggle because my documents were in Spanish, and we had to find a translator, and then it had to be what was the CLO?
It must be
Uh,
from
what is it? Certified.
yeah.
Yeah, they need to be certified.
Yeah.
And we have to pay for
She was
that.
he was saying, I will donate in the future. She will enjoy Leon. It has some beautiful
Yeah, I
places.
mean, I keep showing her the different places from La Calzada,
What's that?
uh, the arch with the lion on
The
top.
same from Brazil?
No,
The one that you showed?
that's the man. I forgot. What's the name of the Christ on top of the mountain? Oh shoot. um,
I wanna visit that one.
Cristo Rey. What's the name?
La Plaza?
La Plaza. That's in Leon. But no, man. In going to Guanajuato, it's in past Silao. There's a Christ on top of a mountain. Um, what's it called? Shoot, I forget the name of that. Like, and I've been there so many times and since I was a kid. Uh, and then you keep going up and up. Cristo Rey. Yeah, Cristo Rey. But what's the name of it? It's
I'm sure check it.
what's the name of it? Uh, I don't remember the name. It's
You
what's the
don't
name?
remember too.
Yeah, it's El Cubilete. Now I remember. Shoot, I'm getting old. El Cubilete. That's the name of it. Um, it's a little place up. I don't know if it's up there or past it, but that's what they call it. Going to Cubilete. And I was showing her, like, she was saying, she was looking at videos from
Because it's like
Brazil,
the same
and I was
thing.
telling her, we had that same in Guanajuato. Like, and I was showing videos, and that is just, that's so beautiful because since I was a kid, and when I went there in 2005, I went up there with my cousin, and it was still so beautiful. Like, the best thing going up there is the food, like the little places that they got now. Well, it seems back then they had food, but now they made these little like cubicles for the people selling food there, and they all and they're so cheap and so delicious. Like people like the cheese is so fresh, tortillas are doing it right there, and it's so delicious right there. And I remember delicious when I was a kid, and when I went in 2005 with my cousin, they were, oh shoot, like, oh no, it's still the same. Like, nothing has changed. Doesn't matter which stand you go to, it's delicious. And that's where I was telling her, oh, that's our Christ on top of the mountain, like, because she was looking at the one in Brazil.
Bobby,
Mm.
if Los Cali were gonna visit here in our place, we're gonna make him chicken inasal
Oh yeah, man.
with a fresh coconut.
We, we you need to because it, we stumbled onto, like I told you before, we stumbled into that recipe of chicken inasal.
Inasal.
It is so delicious, like, and we had video. We made video in this channel. It is there, um, and then our family loved it, and now but we haven't had time to buy the orange jam because you need to be putting it on there so it stays on the chicken.
Yes, they have one in Brazil. And that's what I
Yeah,
was looking, and then I asked if
yeah, but I told her we have our own in Guanajuato. You don't need to go all the way to Brazil. But yeah, it's Guanajuato. We have so many pretty places, and not just Guanajuato. Mexico's got. Nowadays with the internet, in Facebook, I was looking at some places all the way to, like, I never visited all the way to Yucatan over there, and
Bobby,
mm,
I'm gonna make coffee. I'm
she's.
gonna make coffee.
Um, do we have bread? No.
I have
Oh
two.
yeah, I forgot that you brought some. Yeah, she's craving coffee this late, and I'm getting used to it too. Um, yeah, I mean, and that's why I want to bring her, and not just so my parents can see her and meet her in person. Um, but I also want to take her to those places where I was uh, born into, from my. But La Colonia where I was born, it's so different now. Like, it's not the same when I was a kid, or even probably now. This I visited 2005. It's 20 years ago. Um, Even the whole Leon has changed so much. Yeah, there's still the iconic places, but um, the it has grown so much. Uh, like there's no. Uh, have you ever been? Well, you probably did. Remember la presa El Palote? Uh, uh, the my aunt was telling my mom that it had been because back when we went there when we were kids, my dad he would drive us there in the taxi, and they used to sell fish, fresh fish caught from the from the lake, and they will cook it right there and give it to you, and it was delicious. Well, it was, you know, back then everything was delicious. And but my aunt was telling us that lately, the last few years, and I watched some videos. It's not like I remember. Like when I remember, it was just the little places by the side that they sell food. But now, all around the lake, there's people living there now, and it's and then. Uh, Remember, like I don't know if you heard, like last month there was rain and the level of the water went up, and now the I don't know if the state or the el municipio is putting fish back into the lake now that it's got more water than before. So there's still people fishing there and for sale, and you know that's another place I remember. But yeah, it's changed from what I remember. Is I remember that place, but I was a kid when I was there. Same thing, man. I cannot. I think I was like around 11 years old when I went there, 10 somewhere around there. But you know, I was watching videos in Facebook from. Yeah, it's not the same as, as I remember it. And you know, in Guanajuato. Oh, another thing that they changed, and that was, uh, did you ever went to Las Momias? Because my mom and my dad they used to take us when we were kids, and it was different back then. They call it museum, but it wasn't a museum. Uh, they said that you could walk, and as when I remember as a kid, because it was only when I was a kid that we went there, and then I went back in 2005 too. And back then, my dad and my mom said that you could touch the mummies. You could go and feel them, like in the you know the, the feeling was from what they described. It was that it felt like they were made out of. Uh, like box or something like that they were touching, but because of people breaking them, they changed it. And in 2005, I went to. Now it's the museum. It's a museum. Um, there was a little kid and they sell candy like the mummy, but he didn't eat the candy. Yeah, I remember those two. Uh, and but now it's a museum, and they have them in these vitrinas behind glass, and you know they even I'm not sure they let you take pictures anymore. I don't remember, but yeah, because I was already an adult when I went 2005, and but it wasn't as scary as before. Oh, they already did, but because my mom and my dad, they said that they didn't. Like you could touch him, you didn't. You were walking, and it was just. It was more like a freak show than a museum, and but now, yeah, they're behind glass, and actually, I tell her that one of the things that I do remember in 2005 when you go out. because the folklore of Mexico, and especially Guanajuato, they have these skeleton of supposedly a demon. I don't know if he's made up or it's really a guy that somebody, and it's just a skeleton of this guy with horns, and they made it freaky, like it's on the floor when you go out of the museum, and you look down, and then they have these red lights, and it's turning back on and off, so you can get kind of scared when you walk out. But and I tell her we have that there, and she's like, "Are you sure?" Yeah, it's there. And so that's another place I wanna take her to see the mummies. Yeah, man. There's if you look around, like there's so many places in all Mexico to visit. Like you know, from my state to other states and everything. Like personally, I never made it to Yucatan, to the peninsula, and I had a friend in college from there, and he will tell me all the time, man, when we graduate, we should. I thought those were crazy dreams when you're in college, and he was always saying, "Come on, man, let's graduate, and let's not even graduate. Let's go to Yucatan. Let's open a restaurant by the beach. You will see how beautiful
He
it
said
is."
he's gonna take his wife to Mexico also.
Yeah, he
Here
was.
in Mexico.
He's from Guanajuato. He knows all those places that I'm talking about because he was born there and he just visited them. Like,
If we will live there for
uh,
1 year, we should be neighbor.
by the way, man, what, ¿qué colonia is your family from in León?
You're
Uh,
Leon boss.
no, my colonia is called Maria Dolores. Back then, Maria Dolores, it was like the outskirts. Well, no, actually, not the out. Well, it was kind of mm, far from the city.
Okay, I need to be
Can you to
waiting.
do a few things that are working? Okay. Okay, man. Take care. Thank you so much for
Thank
everything,
you.
and I will see you too. Like we're gonna change channel right now. We're gonna do live in the other one for a little bit, and then we'll go to bed. Let's see if we. Oh, I cannot see it. But thank you again, man, for everything. All right. Yeah. We're just gonna do like 30 minutes in my channel, and then we'll call it out the night. And all right, thank you, and God bless you too, man. All right,
Thank you so
all
much.
right. Good night.
Bye.
Yeah.